Quarterback Dak Prescott was included, but not in the category many fans instinctively hoped for. Prescott was not an MVP finalist, a reality that mirrors the team's uneven 7-9-1 season. Individual excellence in the NFL rarely escapes team context. Awards often tell as much about collective success as personal performance. This year, Dallas felt that balance clearly. Prescott's absence from MVP consideration was not controversial. MVP conversations tend to follow winning trajectories, playoff relevance, and sustained dominance. Dallas, despite moments of resilience, never established itself as a true contender. That reality framed how Prescott's season would ultimately be judged. Recognition would come, but within limits defined by results. And that distinction matters in award season narratives. Instead, Prescott landed where context placed him most naturally. He was named a finalist for Comeback Player of the Year. The designation reflects recovery, perseverance, and return to form. It does not require team success at the highest level. It requires resilience after adversity. In that sense, Prescott's nomination fits cleanly. The award itself also highlights the NFL's broader storytelling. Comeback honors focus on process, not destination. They recognize effort rather than outcome. For Prescott, that framing aligns with his 2025 season arc. The quarterback returned from significant injury under heavy scrutiny, and he reclaimed functional stability at the position. What the Comeback Player nomination actually says. Being a finalist for Comeback Player of the Year is not a consolation prize. It is a specific acknowledgement of professional durability. Prescott's return carried both physical and psychological weight. Major injuries test confidence as much as mechanics. Every hit becomes a reminder of vulnerability. Navigating that pressure defines true recovery. Prescott's performance showed signs of regained control. Timing improved as the season progressed. Decision-making stabilized despite inconsistent support. He played through schematic instability and defensive struggles. That environment rarely flatters quarterbacks. Yet Prescott remained functional and composed. The list of finalists underscores the award's competitive nature. Players like Stephon Diggs and Aiden Hutchinson represent different forms of comeback. Some returned from injury. Others rebounded from disrupted career arcs. Each finalist carries a distinct narrative. Prescott's story centers on leadership under uncertainty. The nomination also quietly reinforces Prescott's standing within the league. He is still viewed as a legitimate franchise quarterback. That perception matters more than award placement. NFL front offices pay attention to durability signals. Prescott sending that message stabilizes Dallas' outlook. Even in a losing season, the absence of Prescott from MVP consideration reflects a broader truth. Quarterbacks rarely escape team performance gravity. Even strong individual metrics struggle to overcome losing records. Dallas never controlled its narrative in 2025. Defensive collapse repeatedly overshadowed offensive effort. That imbalance shapes award perception. Interestingly, the AP finalists list also hinted at this year's MVP favorite. Unsurprisingly, the leading candidate remains active deep into the postseason. Championship relevance often seals MVP arguments. It reinforces value under maximum pressure. Dallas, watching from home, was never part of that equation. That separation defines the award gap. For the Cowboys, this distinction should not be ignored. Prescott's recognition exposes the limits of individual resilience. No quarterback can fully compensate for systemic failure. Defense, coaching continuity, and roster balance still matter. Awards amplify what teams already reveal on the field, and Dallas revealed inconsistency. This context reframes how fans should interpret Prescott's season. It was not a failure, nor was it a breakthrough. It was a stabilizing year after disruption. That distinction is critical when projecting forward, especially with structural changes underway. A transition point for Dallas moving forward. The Cowboys enter the next phase with clarity on two fronts. Prescott remains a viable leader, but leadership alone is insufficient without structural support. The organization acknowledged this by reshaping its defensive leadership. Hiring a new defensive coordinator signals accountability, not just optimism. Prescott's award nomination intersects with that transition. It highlights endurance, not ceiling. Dallas must now determine whether it can elevate the environment around him. If not, award conversations will remain limited. Individual recognition can only go so far. Team direction ultimately defines legacy. From a league perspective, Prescott's nomination is respected. It reinforces his professionalism. It confirms recovery after adversity. But it also frames expectations realistically. The NFL is ruthless in separating effort from outcome, and awards follow that logic. As Dallas looks ahead, Prescott's presence provides continuity. The rest of the roster must now match that stability. Otherwise, future award seasons will repeat familiar patterns. Recognition without contention, resilience without resolution, and potential without payoff.